Welcome to Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez. Now, you've probably heard of Shark Tank, but in Hollywood, Florida, they have Spark Tank. It's put on by the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, where 5 companies go head to head for thousands of dollars. And Newsworthy Stories had the opportunity to follow one of the finalists.
5 companies vying for the top prize in a pitch competition known as Spark Tank. On the line, thousands of dollars to help build their businesses and take it to the next level. One of the finalists, Wally Sharif, who is the founder and creator of the much-needed Follow Up Now app.
Follow up now, the next day, every time.
Spark Tank is an initiative put on by the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce and was held inside the lavish Invicta Watch showroom in Hollywood, Florida.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Are you
Good.
presenting today?
Yes, I wanted to present
Okay,
you.
good luck then.
Thank you very much, Francisco. How's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
Ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
All right. So am I.
You?
Wally Sharif, who is also the CEO of IT Infusion Tech, greeting friends and supporters and getting some insight from some of his competitors.
Thank you so much. Tell them what you're building.
Yeah, we're building the most plug-and-play EV charging solution you can get. And specifically for small and medium-sized businesses that typically can't afford or can't deal with the operations that goes behind installing an EV charger.
Well, right now we're waiting for the program to start. Probably in another few minutes, it's going to be showtime. 5 companies. Their startups battling it on stage in front of the crowd. $5,000 is on the line. Time to go to work. Practice run. And so every year, 50 million professionals attend networking events. But here's the reality. 91% never follow up. Why? They don't have enough time. Don't have a good system. Don't really know what to say. Like all of the CRMs and digital products on the market. We're introducing Follow Up Now, the first professional relationship management app that automates the follow-up process, making it easy to build, maintain, and monetize your professional network.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Spark Pitch Competition 2025. This is a very exciting night. Spark Tank is a spark that has burst into a flame, and we have some incredible innovators amongst us tonight, and it really is very exciting.
The pitch competition began with participants bringing it, from innovative software for charging stations to AI help for parents to find resources to know how to plan for their children's future. There was even bone broth and a headband that detects concussions. Each idea offering a distinct value.
All right,
Testing,
Wally,
testing.
are we ready, sir?
We are ready.
All right, big round of applause. Mr. Wally, with Follow Up Now.
Wally Sharif stepping up to the mic to win the ear of the judges by highlighting the essential benefits of the Follow Up Now app.
Follow Up Now, the first professional relationship management app that automates the follow-up process. We're not just building another app. We're defining a new category in a $65 billion market with no true leader. But our first focus is the 3 million professionals in real estate, insurance, finance, and consulting that already pay to build relationships. And we can generate $1 billion in recurring revenue within 5 years. Follow Up Now is a B2B subscription for individuals, not corporate sales teams, as users will own their data and network to take with them wherever they go. To date, we've raised $20K. We've launched our MVP in November, and we have 200 downloads just from my local reach. But we need to raise some funds to enhance our AI capabilities, to build the Android version, and to market into the professional networking space. And then now we have the monetize. A lot of companies in here will pay referral fees for closed business when you make those connections. One thing BNI and the other leads groups don't do is allow you to get paid for it. So our platform will allow you to get paid. I can say, hey, do you pay referral fees? Yes. What is it? 5%? Okay, great. Put it down. Now, when I make that connection, You get paid, I get paid, everybody's happy. So scan the code, join us as we reimagine professional networking. Because your network is your net worth. Fortune is in the follow-up. Wow, that was awesome. We had some great questions from the judges, and they really tried to dig in there, and so I think that went very well. Now, wait for the judges, see what's going to happen, go pick up my check later. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Follow up now. When you get to the Android, let me know.
Yes, oh my God. You know how many people want the Android version. Good. So it's coming. It's coming in 6 months.
Thank you. Follow up now. All right, Wally. Come on down. With your check.
Thank you. Thank you.
Virtual check, man.
Virtual check. Oh, okay.
Second place. Is coming off. Winner is
I'm absolutely thrilled and so happy to just be able to come out, compete, share my idea with professionals, with some additional exposure, additional visibility. That's what it's all about at this stage again. That's okay, I'll follow up with you.
But I like the idea.
Thank you.
So please
And your
write me
name?
on WhatsApp. Will be more easy.
Okay,
I
Anna
have a
Maria?
shop. Yes, I have a shop here in franchising in Hallandale.
Okay.
I have my partner here.
We need to talk. I have ideas for you.
All right, let's talk. I just want to say thank you for the opportunity.
You're very, very welcome.
All right, thank you much.
I wouldn't sell to the one, to the one, to the one. I would go try and find somebody who controls 5,000 members and sell to them to integrate your system so that way they push down, sign up for this. This is what we're using.
So I'm just going to go in and scan a business card right from here. Name, phone number, email address, company, I'll just call it Broward, title leadership, boom, email gone. Like that. And now you'll get a link to ask about you and how
And
I can
that's
help you.
QR. If I had a QR code,
Yep.
to show you my QR code,
Yep,
it connects.
correct. If you have like the pop
How did
dot,
you, so you built that, you built the ability to take a picture of that and take that data and put it into your database?
yes.
Thank you guys. Congratulations.
All right, thanks for all that.
Hey, later, man. I'll see you. Absolutely.
Do I have a face for radio?
Absolutely. If I knew, you knew.
Wow.
It's a great idea.
Thank you. You're such a great host as well.
Would you like your check?
Yes, I would. Let's go get my check.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
Truly
much.
a pleasure.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, this was an opportunity to pitch my idea, which will be going out to actually my investor list and anyone else in the investor community that wants to support professional relationship management app in the form of the Follow Up Now mobile app. We're ready to continue moving this forward, and I'm so happy to be here, and I'd like to take any investor who can provide value to me and the company on this journey with me.
You can try the Follow Up Now app by downloading it on the Apple Store. For investment interests and questions, reach out to Wally Sharif at wally@followupnows.com.
So joining me now to talk more about Spark Tank and the Follow Up Now app is Wally Sharif, the creator and founder. Hello, Wally.
Hello, Jacqueline. How are you today?
I'm awesome. Awesome. Congratulations. What a great win and a great visibility to be able to
Yes,
share that.
absolutely. First, thank you so much for the opportunity to come on here with you and your audience and just talk a little bit about what happened on that fateful day last month.
Oh my goodness. Talk to me about not only what happened, what happened in the follow up. Since Spark Tank. I mean, I could hear the people, they were so excited to hear about the follow up now app. And where do you plan to take it from here?
Well, first, I always have to say that whenever I'm in front of professionals talking about the app, because that's where I'm at, always in front of professionals, I always get downloads. So a couple of people downloaded the app to start using it. I've got a great feedback from some of the participants and some of the people who attended. And even one guy came up to me and said, "Hey, we got to talk. I have some ideas for you." And there could possibly be some investment further down the line. So that was great to hear, and great feedback from the judges on what they felt, little side door coaching on what they saw. So it's always a great opportunity to get out in front of people and talk to your customers and talk to your audience.
And you only had like 3 minutes to say all that you wanted to say. So I just thought, gee, what a great opportunity to not only be able to share that night, right? But to give you an opportunity to talk more, especially to people who are interested in helping you take those next steps, in helping you see what is to come, and for people who are interested in like how they can use this on a large scale. So can you give us some idea on what we
Sure.
missed or what
Sure.
we didn't get to get?
I know 3 minutes is not a lot of time, but they say you need to be able to tell your story in 3 minutes, 5, 10 minutes. If it takes you that long, then it's generally a lost cause. But the main thing I wanted to get across to people there and whoever I talk to is that we're more than just an app. We're redefining professional networking, that category, professional relationship management, because we all know how important it is to build our networks, to build relationships, to be able to generate business and referral opportunities. Nobody really teaches you how to do that. And there's great organizations out there like BNI, LaTip, NPI, and they all help to bring professionals together for those business and referral opportunities. But I've taken it one step further and created an end-to-end solution, which starts with collecting the information at networking events easily, following up in a way that's going to get you that next call or get you that next interaction, and then at the end, monetizing it by getting paid for the referrals that you make to the people on your network. So that's what the main thing I want to get across in the time that I have, no matter where I'm at, networking events, here, podcasts, doesn't matter. How can I help professionals build, maintain, and monetize their professional networks, giving them the education that they need, and showing them like, hey, here is an app that we could use to help you in that journey to make a better network and make some more money, because that's what it's really all about, making more money.
Well, you didn't just come up with this app, out of the sky. You have another business, and your background in that business. Tell me how this app has helped that business and why you can even create an app like this. So can you say the name of your business, say what it is that you do, and how it's helped you in your own business?
Mm-hmm. So it's funny how things drop into place to get from one step to the next. I said before, I was a member of BNI a long time ago when I first started my IT career. And that first company I was with, I was made a partner, and I went to BNI and I learned how to build relationships. And then that was great. And before the pandemic, a couple of years, I wanted to get into real estate investing. So I got into that, and I used what I've learned about building relationships to build that business. Then I went back to BNI again, where I started launching new chapters for them. And while there, I met two other companies, IT companies in BNI, we started seeing each other around. We started doing business with each other because even though we're all IT, we had different strengths, and we formed a company together called IT Fusion, where now I was able to get help for my bigger clients by developing a larger company where we had help desk and on-site and all of those things, protections that they needed. So while still working for BNI, still going out to networking, happened to go to a hackathon just to meet people. And I found that I could actually build software for a problem that I've always had, which was the follow-up.
Mm.
And because we have so many resources for founders here in Fort Lauderdale, the South Florida area is one of the top areas for tech startups. Of course, you have Silicon Valley, you have New York, Boston, Austin, Fort Lauderdale, or the South Florida area is right up there.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. And one of the guys who I was with at the hackathon, who was working on his own project, we were just sitting there together at the table, and I told him what I was thinking about. And he says, you should go to the Levant Center, which is attached to the Nova Southeastern University. They have programs to help founders validate their ideas, test their ideas, and it's a free class. You come in, they run you through some steps. So I signed up, I got accepted, told them what I wanted to do. This was 2 years ago in July of 2023. And as we went through the process, I was like, hey, I can do this. Okay, I got something here.
Good for you.
Yeah. And I went through their ideation program, which is the first stage. And then they said, hey, come back for the incubator, which is a little bit more. They go into more in depth. I got in, I went there, and I was like, okay, let's go to work. And since that time, I've been taking action, doing my thing, and finally was able to build the software that I needed to start showing people and still getting out there. And then now I have an app. We launched in November. It's been getting great reviews. People have been downloading it and using it. And now I just continue that process to helping professionals build, maintain, and then monetize their professional network.
Well, I have to say that I'm seeing a pattern with you, Wally, of trying. You don't let the obstacles or stumbling blocks get in your way. You saw an opportunity to move forward. A lot of people would have said, gosh, that sounds like a great idea, but they wouldn't have never taken that first step. And I like that you've done it not only once, but multiple times. And I'm sure you're going to continue. So if I'm somebody who's looking to invest in a person, that's a great quality to have, is somebody who is willing to put the work in, right? Mm-hmm. And do the research, because most of ideation is research. Right. And then, just actually finding out how to put all the pieces together in the puzzle and bringing it together. I used that Follow Up Now app when I went to the Broward and Beyond Business Conference. And I told, a gazillion people probably to download the Follow Up app, because they were so amazed that you could scan a paper business card and all of their information immediately popped up. They were like, yes. Oh my gosh. And I was like, look, you can do this. And I said, and guess what? It's not going to go get lost in your phone list. I mean, I have 4,000 people in my phone list.
Wow.
So when someone gives me a digital phone card, I'm like, hey guys, by the time I get home, no offense, but you were great talking to you. But by the time I get home, I don't remember your name.
Right.
And the Follow Up Now app was great. I'm looking forward to seeing, how you're going to be able to categorize and, continue doing things like that. But I love that it doesn't get lost in my phone list.
Yes. And that was huge, because heaven forbid the person's name was Michael. You'll never find that. And our next version is designed to be super easy. No, you don't have to categorize anything. Just type in who you're looking for.
Right.
That's what AI has brought to the table, and some of the new technology. You're not clicking, click. Just type in, hey, who did I met last week at the Broward staycation, the workcation, and they were in design or they were an artist. Read that information because you have it. Go out and get that. And it'll pull up a couple of names that matches that. And you're like, oh yeah, that was him. Now you can easily, boom, send a message, get in contact with the person, making it super easy.
Yeah, and I'm big on showing your work, right? What's one of the things I tell people, show your work. And to be able to show people, and I love to be able, that's why I kept asking you to show how the app worked, and it was great to be able to show it and see people's response to it. Like, you created that? I love that. I was like, I got that on camera. I was thrilled, man.
Oh,
I
yes.
absolutely loved following you. I was like, man, this is a fun story.
Thank you.
It was just such great energy. You have such great energy. And I just think that that's very important when it comes to what type of things are being put into this Follow Up Now app, because you have spent so much time networking, and it is a craft in itself. But if you understand what people need and how quickly they need it, I believe that that's what I found. I was able to quickly take that picture, put it in my phone, and when I went home, I was able to just find it.
Right.
And it was great. I really enjoyed it. And again, like I said, I told quite a few people and still telling. And I know you need that investment to keep, growing this app. And so anyone out there listening, get on it. Get on this, right?
Let's go before we close the doors on it. That's right.
Yeah.
And it's funny, just quick story. On Saturday, I attended a personal injury summit over at the Tower Club in Fort Lauderdale. And there was a lot of people there, professionals. They all had business cards, and the people who I was able to interact with. And I asked them, hey, what are you going to do with all those business cards? And one guy says, I got to go back to my hotel room and type them in manually. I'm like, dude, check this out. He's like, oh, crap. I'm downloading this right now. I showed him, I scanned his card, and he was blown away.
Well, that's the key. I mean, because you type in emails wrong or your phone number is wrong, you leave off something, and then
it's just, if you got a stack, even if it's 10, you go, when I have time to do this, and then create that personal message, which is the biggest thing of the app. Is not just after you scan the information, it sends out a customized follow-up message to the person saying, hey, great for sharing your contact info at the PI event or the workcation. I'd love to get more information about you and your business.
That's right.
You're there for business. And now you give that person an opportunity to get more information about them and their business. And now you can see who you two can work together. That's the key.
Well, Wally, since you've put the my workcation, or I have to kind of call it workday vacation, I'm told. So it's a workday vacation, right?
Okay.
I'll explain one on another day, but we'll call it workday vacation for now. September 18th. Go find it on Eventbrite, and download the Follow Up Now app and use it, because yes, Wally was at the last workation and he was able to share it there. And like you said, you were able to, people downloaded the app then, and we're still going. And so even the benefits of even being a part of that networking event is still going. Yeah. I think Wally's been in probably 4 stories, leading up to it and following it. So,
as many as I can. Let's keep it going.
But you're dealing with an expert in networking, creating a Follow Up Now app. Take advantage of it. And if you're not an investor, at least download it and use it. Use it, and then give Wally feedback.
Absolutely.
He's still developing this, and so please give him the feedback that he needs and to keep growing it. But this is definitely a win. Big thumbs up here from Newsworthy Stories. No, really. I mean, it was really awesome. I'm not even just pretending. I was flipping out that thing all over. And I'm enjoying using the app. So I wanted other people to know that, but I had that chance to follow you during Spark Tank.
Oh, that was
Ah,
awesome. Oh my God. People who saw the recap, they just loved the work that you did. It was just top notch. And
thank you.
I have to hand it to you. What you did for me, I appreciated that so much. I'm going to be running that thing all day.
Well, we're going to be running it because I'm going to be, sharing it really all over the country, just so you know,
Wow.
because that's what I do when my guests come on um, Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez. Plus, if I produce a story with you, I boost post that we're all over the country, really all over the world. And because that's where my reach is now. And it's fun. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. I can't wait to hear who's going to respond, to be honest,
Wow.
because that's just the way it works. You can ask Carter Bonus.
Okay. Wow. And
Ask
that's
Carter
just,
Bonus of Spectrum Golf.
mhm.
That's how many people find him. And
Okay.
he just keeps getting phone calls from people who see those stories.
Wow.
And it's
And
just
that's
fun. So
just,
I'm looking forward to hearing because I want that
mhm.
follow-up story. I
Okay.
want to hear the investors who are going to participate because we will do a story about those who come and invest in you. And this gets this thing off the ground because that's a story.
Right.
So we're going to
Wow.
start the story. We're going to finish it too.
Okay.
All
And
right.
it's just amazing how we only met recently because
Remet, right? Because I've seen him. We've been in the same circles,
right.
but I just haven't seen you. We just never talked. We were in the same, whatever you call it,
Same rooms.
circles, right?
Okay, right.
But never really made that full on connection. So it was
Exactly.
nice to meet you through, I'll say, the Greater Fort Lauderdale Chamber of Commerce
Hmm.
during the Coastal Connections. That was
Yes,
really the first one
correct.
that we connected, and we said, "Hey, let's get together," and then we did.
We followed
And
up. We followed
yeah,
up.
and then you end up becoming a sponsor, and I was like, "What?" for my workation. So very, very excited. We'll just continue to show you the progress. Stay
Mhm.
tuned.
That's right. We're coming. We are coming. You know what? We're already here. We're here.
We're here. All right. Thanks for joining me, Wally.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline, for having me, and such a pleasure.
Thanks. Download the app.
Right now. QR code. QR code. That way. There we go.